Hi, I'm Gemma Taylor, and this is the first video of my cancer journey diary. Sorry if I look a bit awkward because I feel a bit awkward. I'm doing this video, one, for myself, as like a therapy. Sometimes I feel like if I talk to someone I love, I'm worried if I'm going to upset them. And two, if there is other people who are going through the same thing, for them to watch and see like they're not the only person that feels like that, or is going through the exact same things as what they're feeling. So I'll start right at the beginning, but I'll try and be quick so I don't bore everyone. When I was pregnant 3 years ago, I started getting really poorly and I felt awful all the time. And then after I had my little boy, I still carried on being really ill. And it lasted for ages and it just got worse and worse and worse. I went for tests at the doctors and at the hospital, and they said that I had Crohn's disease. So I was like, alright, okay, like, you know, I can have treatment that's going to make that better, so it's alright. But as time carried on, over like a year and a half or so, it just got worse. And doctors eventually picked up from a blood test that my white blood cells were really high, like really high. So I ended up going having a scan on my stomach and bowel area, and from that scan they realised that I had a small mass growing. From that I had to go and have a small operation to have a biopsy. And I remember coming out of the operation and like my mum and my fiance Joe was there to pick me up, and then my mum was just like, "What's the matter? Are you alright?" And it's like I could just tell from how the doctor was that it wasn't alright. And then a couple of days later I got a phone call to go back into the hospital, and they told me that the mass was cancerous. From there I had an operation to remove the mass, and I had to go through chemotherapy. And I did that, and then I had more tests done a couple of months later to find that there was another much more bigger mass, and this one was a bit more aggressive. And from like the space of like a week, just a little over a week from the two scans, it had grew like quite a bit, which showed that it was aggressive, and it was going to probably be a lot more harder for me to recover from it this time. So I had an operation to have it removed, and I am now having chemotherapy, and I can't even explain how hard it is. I try so hard to like pretend that I'm okay and I can deal with it and stuff, and I go on my own to like my chemo sessions because I find it easier, because I think if I'm going to sit there and like my mum or my partner or something was there, or my dad, that it would make me like cry because it would hurt me to watch them hurt because they're watching me go through it, if that makes sense. Through the chemotherapy I started losing my hair. Chunks of it just kept coming out. It was like all of a sudden, like one morning I woke up and there was like loads of hair on my pillow, and I think for anybody that's like hard to deal with, and for me I found it really hard because like I had like really long natural brown hair and like, it was my pride, you know what I mean? I know it sounds really stupid, but I loved my hair. I remember my mum and dad were away in London for a weekend when it was really bad and chunks were just falling out. And I remember when they came home and my mum came round and she saw me and I could see in her face like how, like the shock of it. Once it started falling out, I spoke to like one of my nurses and she was like, maybe it would be best for you to just, you know, shave it so you're in control of that. And I remember I told mum and dad this and they were like, yeah, it's okay. My dad's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then when it came around to actually my dad having to do it, I could see like the pain in his face. That he was about to shave his little girl's hair off. And we ended up not doing it because I didn't want him to feel that. And then eventually a couple of days later, it was just coming out so much and I just said to my mum, I was like, please just get it gone, like all of it. And we sat in the kitchen and my mum just shaved it all off. And my little boy was sat there and he was like, what are you doing, Mum? Where's all your hair gone, Mummy? And I remember we kept saying to him like, oh, Mummy just wanted to change, Mummy just wanted a new haircut. And he was like, oh, your hair was so beautiful. And that was hard to watch my own little boy look at me like confused, like, you don't look like my mummy anymore. And obviously after a bit he got used to it and it was just like normal for him. But I think that was when I like hit my lowest, when I lost all my hair. It was like, it was weird, it was like a grieving process of losing your hair, which sounds really stupid. But after a couple of days I thought, oh, I feel a bit better, you know, like I've got over that now. But like you really haven't, because you'll catch your reflection and your mind still thinks that you look how you looked before, but you don't. And it's like, well, and it's not, it's hard. It's like every time you see yourself or what your reflection is now, it's like reliving it all over again, which is really hard. And it's been a couple of months now since I've lost my hair, and it's not got any easier. You know, as a girl, you sort of like feel like a boy, you feel really masculine. And like you try and put makeup on, but like most days, like you're so tired and you just can't even be bothered to put your makeup on. So that gets you down, because then when you look at yourself, you don't even look a little bit like a girl anymore. And it's hard. I remember about a week or so after I lost my hair, my little boy dropped something outside of the house, and when we come inside he was like, oh, kicking off. And anyone who has to wear a headscarf knows it can get really hot and itchy, so as soon as I got in it was like as a little boy was like kicking off because he dropped something. I ended up going back out and getting it, and as I was coming out there was these young teenage lads on bikes. I remember one of them just looked at me and laughed and started pointing and went, oh, Baldy. And I remember I just ran into the house and I shut the door and locked it. And like the shame that I felt. And I shouldn't feel ashamed because I'm going through something that I can't control. And obviously, like, younger people can be stupid and immature, especially when they're with like the friends and stuff as well. But it wasn't nice. And I remember a couple of times I've been called like a dyke by people and stuff like that. And it's just not nice. And I know people don't like realise sometimes what you're going through. But that, like, it crushes your self-esteem. Like, I was never someone who had like the most self-esteem anyway. So to like lose my hair and then have people like call me names because of that, it's really hard. There's some days like my little boy will wake up and shout at me to get up and I'm like, God, I can't do another day, I can't do it. But you do, because you have to. And I have to be honest, if it wasn't for my little boy Reggie, he's the only reason I keep fighting and going through everything. Because I want to watch him grow up and hit milestones. You know, it was only this week just gone that he had his first day at school. And I remember, like most people do feel emotional, like as a mum, dropping your kid off on the first day. But for me it was like losing my best friend. He was always with me like all the time, and for me it's like a comfort. Because he's the reason I'm going through all this. He's really like my strength. And sometimes when I'm having a really bad day, or I'm in pain and I'm hurting and I'm crying, he'll come up to me and just give me a hug and a kiss. And it like gives me that strength to carry on. And part of me felt like, now that he was starting school, that I wasn't going to have that there. And that's really selfish on my half. Because he's going to love school so much, and he's going to make friends, and he's going to be playing, and he's going to be so happy. And obviously I'm going to have like time where I'm going to have a break to just not do anything. But it's hard to think that he's not going to be with me all the time. And I didn't think I realised how much of a support he was for me to get through this. And now I feel a little bit lost. I'm thinking like, what am I going to do now? Like, what if I'm having a bad day and he's not there to like make me laugh or smile? But I know it's just something that will get easier. Just, I've got to give it time, I suppose. One of the reasons I wanted to do this blog was one, obviously, as it's like a type of therapy. But most importantly, I wanted to like raise awareness to people who are going through this. Like, there is other people out there who are going through this, that same thing as you, who feel exactly the same. And sometimes you feel really trapped. Like, you feel really alone, even though you can have like all your family and friends around you. You feel so alone because they're not going through it. They've not like physically felt the pain. They've not had to experience going through the chemotherapy and then going home and dealing with all the side effects afterwards. They don't have to deal with like just doing like normal everyday things and then feeling like absolutely dead after it. Sometimes it's just nice to know that there's someone else out there who feels exactly the same as what you do. And I wanted to do this video because if there was other people who are going through the same, like, you can reach out and speak to someone. And I'd love it if someone was going through the same thing as me and just wanted to talk. Even if it was just to, like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just nice to speak to someone who's going through what you're going through, who has been through what you're going through. Just to make you realise, like, it's okay, you are going to get through this. You can do it, you can beat it. And you're going to have days where you just don't want to fight anymore. Sometimes it's just having someone to speak to who understands that. I'm so sorry that I've been so like crying the whole time. This is like the first time I ever like just sat down and like spoke and opened up about how I feel. I mean, I've not even like gone into like half of my journey. So God. You just gotta grab life with both hands and just go and live. Just go and live life, just go and do what makes you happy. All it could take is one day. That it's all over. And I never want to sit and think whenever it's my time to go. I think, oh God, you know, all that time I wasted just moping around because I was going through something. Like, why did I not just get a grip? So that's what I keep telling myself every day. Sometimes 10 times a day. But when I do that, it's like, yeah, I can do this. And my little Reggie is the reason I do this. Because he needs his mum. And hopefully one day I'll look back at this, I'll look back at these videos and see how much I loved him, how much I do love him with all my heart, and that he's the reason I've been able to carry on doing this. Don't get me wrong, like, all my family, like my fiance, my parents and stuff, like, I love them to pieces, and I couldn't have got through half of it if it wasn't for them. Like, I feel so bad with my mum and dad. That when I first found out I was having chemotherapy, I would literally like ring my mum up on FaceTime constantly, just crying. And she'd just sit there and listen. And that must be really hard for her. to like prospectively sit and watch her baby crying, going through something that she can't control. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to do these videos, because I feel selfish putting other people I love through that. Like, I feel like they're already going through this with me, so for me to sit there and, you know, offload onto them when they've already got a load on their shoulders isn't really that fair. So yeah, this is my first video diary of my cancer journey. Sorry if I've looked a bit awkward, or if I've been looking off camera. I just feel really like I don't know where to look. I've never done anything like this before, so yeah, I'm sorry for all the crying, all the nose blowing. But yeah, this is the start of my video blog, and I don't know how often I'm gonna do these videos or feel up to doing these videos. I'm gonna try and do videos like of my normal everyday life about how like the side effects of chemo affects my life, just so that when in the years to come, when I've beat this, I can look back and go, oh god, yeah, you know, I did it. Yeah. So thank you for listening to me just going on and just uploading to you. I hope it didn't depress people too much, but if there is anybody out there who is watching this and they're going through the same, or they feel the same, they feel really down and depressed, like, it's okay, because other people feel exactly the same. And it's easy to look at other people and think, oh, you know, they're coping with it really well. But everyone has bad and good days with this. And there's no like rule or a way of you have to deal with this. Everyone deals with it their own way, and that is right. There's no wrong way of dealing with cancer. The only wrong way of dealing with it is giving up. So thank you for listening, and hopefully you will come and watch the rest of my journey, and hopefully by the end of this you will see me beat it, and yeah, have a good ending to a sad start. Okay, thank you, bye.